Hello, this is Shauna Smith, and you'll have to give me a second to start up my slideshow presentation. Here we go. Digital Literacy in 21st Century Skills is my research proposal topic. Do students benefit from teachers' competency in digital literacy? Here's my introduction slide. Digital literacy is what we'll focus in on first. A person must possess the ability to use computers to improve learning, productivity, and performance in order to be considered digitally literate. All educators and students should desire to become digitally literate, with technology in the classroom or in education becoming a growing phenomena. It is constantly adapting and changing and advancing our efficiency as we work. And in order for students to be ready for college or their career, what we call career and college ready, we need to ensure they have the right opportunities in their education, which would be the exposure to technology and learning through technology. Digital natives are easily able to transition into digital literacy in education when given the opportunity. And we will focus in on what that term digital natives means in the next few slides. However, basically, we've got to give our kids in these schools, or specifically for me, in Iowa schools, the opportunity to be career and college ready through the use of technology. Our problem is that the Iowa core curriculum requires the integration of the 21st century skills in all grade levels. These 21st century skills or media standards are intertwined into all the subject areas. The Iowa core curriculum is basically just based right off of the core curriculum that is used nationwide, and we will be replacing the Iowa Test of Basic Skills with a new Smarter Balance test, and that will be aligned to the Iowa core curriculum. Basically, we will be testing our students to ensure that they have mastered the standards of the Iowa core curriculum by the year 2013-2014. Therefore, our problem is that our teachers must be equipped with the skills to train these students or instruct these students to become digitally literate in education. This could be through professional development and demonstration of strategies to use within the classroom. It could be more grade level specific, how to intertwine that technology or media use with the other standards of the Iowa core curriculum. And in order for the teachers to do this, they must become digitally literate through the use of technology. And remember, to be digitally literate, you would be able to improve learning, productivity, and performance through the use of computers or other technological devices. Oops. My next slide is literature review. I have two literature review slides. Many new forms of teaching and education are now available due to the advancement in technology. Teachers are able to maintain student engagement, and students are able to complete work at a differentiated pace, meaning your SOAR students or your advanced gifted students could be working at a much higher level at the very same time that your lower students, maybe special education students, are working at a much lower level. And this can be done through the use of technology much more efficiently or productively, if we want to use the terms that are centered around becoming digitally literate. Digital natives must be taught how to use the digital literacy through technology, or basically our digital natives are people who are born after the 1980s. This is a stereotype. Obviously, not everybody fits into this stereotype. However, these people or these students that we have in our classrooms now know how to use technology and are using the technology for entertainment reasons, and must be taught how to use that technology through education and to become a better learner. Learning that technology can help them with their productivity and can help them with their performance. These three skills, improving learning, productivity, and performance, will then transition over into their college and career later in life. Moving on, I have 4 identified themes for my literature review. The need for students to obtain the 21st century skills. We've talked about this, that the Iowa schools are adopting the Iowa Core, which will be aligned to the new state test. Smarter Balance is the name, and that's in 2013-2014. We are on a little bit of a time crunch here. However, I'm sure that the transition can happen if we use our professional development in appropriate ways. Next bullet, we have the importance of integrating digital literacy into education. Students are engaged and productive and are able to work in action-based learning environments. We've covered quite a bit of that already. Moving on, digital natives and non-digital natives. We've talked about digital natives and how they welcome technology, or they're very comfortable with the use of technology. They have been surrounded with it in their lifestyle and are more accustomed to the advancements and the adjustments that they need to make with the technology. However, the non-digital natives will often avoid the use of technology because they may have a harder time seeing the productivity or the best use of the technology because they don't feel there is efficiency with the use of technology. Next, we have, going back, we have the teacher and student perceptions on technology. Teachers must find value in the integration in order to become motivated to do so. So basically here we have those non-digital native teachers that have to find value. They absolutely want value with the use of with the use of technology in order to be motivated to improve their skills with the technology and to integrate those 21st century skills or media standards for that Iowa Core. Here we have my research design. I will be conducting a quantitative, non-experimental correlation research. Basically, I'm going to pass out a survey electronically to 20 one-to-one laptop initiative school districts in Iowa, and they will be kept anonymous. This will be a post-only follow-up survey. I will survey 250 teachers and 500 students that are randomly selected in these 20 school districts to complete a self-assessment and self-report survey. This survey, in my mind, would be fairly lengthy, close to 10 pages in length, and that is basically for myself, the researcher, to be able to really dig in and make some relationships or correlations between the digitally literate, non-digital literate, and the positive effects of the technology that we see within these schools. Data will be examined to show the relationships between that emphasis on 21st century skills and student achievement. Basically, of those 20 school districts, do we have some schools that are emphasizing these 21st century skills already? And what type of ties do we have to that student achievement? And then are the schools that are struggling to emphasize these 21st century skills, do we see a trend negatively that in their student achievement? Basically, that student achievement will be based off of the ITBS. However, I do feel that maybe the Smarter Balance test in a couple years would be a better measure in order to use. However, it's not implemented yet in the school districts. Here, the last bullet, data will also be examined to to show relationships between teacher digital literacy and student achievement. Basically, if our students aren't digitally literate, are our teachers. And more than likely, I would guess there would be some sort of correlation between the student and teachers who are not digitally literate, and then I'm guessing that the teachers who are digitally literate are also instructing their students to do so the same. And we should see positive trends in student achievement for the digitally literate. Here are my references. You can see many of my articles refer back to those themes that we talked about for my literature review, and I did use the Iowa core curriculum. I did go to the Iowa Board of Educational Examiners, and that is it. Thank you.